Hey guys, how you doing? This is Kaylana, the bus driver here. Okay, so I wanted to say hello. I know I haven't been on here that much lately, but I've been working and I've been resting and just taking care of, life duties and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, yeah, so I've been getting emails, and of course I read my comments and even my inboxes from people kind of inquiring about some of the same issues, or they had some of the same questions in regards to, juggling multiple app-based gigs, or maybe juggling different types of independent contractor gigs and stuff like that. And so one of the questions that I get the most is, how do I balance it, or how does one balance themselves, or even prioritize juggling more than one gig? Now, if you guys do your research, for instance, like here on YouTube, you'll actually see different YouTubers talking about, how they juggle Uber and Lyft, and even maybe do DoorDash or Grubhub at the same time. And they multitask. But the question I think that people are asking the most is, okay, which one should I do? Or how do I balance it? And, things of that nature. So without further ado, I'm going to address that real quickly. And basically, what it boils down to, it depends on you and your situation and what you are going through, what your goal is, and what your primary focus is as far as in how much you are wanting to earn per week or per day. And there are a lot of factors that can go into that, and how to balance yourself and how to prioritize, what app-based job or what independent job that you want to do. So one of the things you want to ask yourself is, okay, how much money do I want to make per week? Or how much money do you need to make per week? And so there's a lot of factors that include in that. Of course, you got your rent. If you guys have children, you have maybe daycare, or you pay for a sitter. Excuse me. Maybe some of you guys have specific situations in your life where maybe you're taking care of a loved one or a friend or family member, whoever that might be ill or maybe disabled or whatever. So you may have to pay for, like a nurse, or, like one of those home health aides, or maybe even medication. Maybe you're in school, you need to make an extra amount to pay for tuition, or maybe even just to pay for your room and board, whatever the situation is. And so that would say that'd be the most important thing is, okay, how much do I need to make per week? And then you also have to test out the waters. That would be like the second thing. So, test out whatever it is that you want to do. For instance, if you guys are, and this also depends on your area and your zone, how busy it is, and that's like probably the major factor there. And so just kind of test out the zone, and just get out there and just try it. Whatever gig is available in your area, I would say try it out. For instance, some of you guys may have maybe only 2 or 3 in your area, whereas some states or some regions may have like 5 or 6 or 7. For instance, you might only be in an area where there's just only Uber and Lyft and maybe Instacart, and that's it. Well, some of you guys may have all of them, And so my thing is, try one out. And if that doesn't work, then try another one. But if you guys are on multiple platforms, you'll have to try to weigh and see, okay, which one am I making the most money? Is this causing me stress trying to alternate between the two, trying to, juggle, multiple gigs? Because I see that with some people, because I did that. I did that for so long and I got tired of it, just juggling between these gigs and making only so much, but at the same time tearing up my car. And so I did not want to do that anymore. It's earring. And so, and so I had to make a decision. Well, I was like, okay, well, I'm doing pretty good with this app-based gig and I like it. But at the same time, sometimes it's kind of rough either getting blocks, or they may send me very far for such a small order or for a small amount. Is this going to be worth the wear and tear of my car, and also for the gas? And that's another factor, is considering the gas, you know what I'm saying? And so I would say just write down your goals. Always have a goal in mind. And so if you need to make a certain amount per week, and you're not, and you're noticing that it's inconsistent, then it's time to do something else. It's just time to get a job, just for that season. And then maybe perhaps you schedule days, say, you know what, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'll just do this one particular gig. And then maybe Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I might do this one. And then just try to go from there. Sometimes people can also, because I've done that. Every once in a while, I might juggle between maybe Grubhub or, DoorDash or Uber Eats or Postmates, and just kind of juggle between them, and that's okay. But I think it depends also if you want to do this full-time or part-time. Like part-time is, this is like your side gig. This is not your main source of income. And as you guys have seen my videos of the past couple years, this was actually my main source of income, especially when I was doing Instacart full-time. And so that's also a key factor is, okay, is this going to be my full-time or part-time gig? And that will also help you determine the amount of effort that you want to put into it to actually making some money. You know what I mean? But most of us have jobs. Like there's a lot of people that already have a job, but they're doing this part-time. And I have seen in the groups that there are people who have a full-time job and they do these side gigs part-time and they still make excellent money. And so, but it also depends on what you want to do. Do you want to make a living out of this? I wouldn't suggest it, but or do you just want to do this because you're in between jobs, or you just want to make some extra cash? That's also a factor. So you have to kind of determine, okay, what's more important, and also how to balance yourself is basically, saying, okay, how much can my body take? How much can my car take? How much time am I going to be with my family? Those are some of the key things you need to think about. And so say suppose if you work like between 30 and maybe 45, 50 hours a week on your full-time job, some people do that, and then you want to do this part-time, well, you have to think about, okay, is this going to be worth it? And if I do maybe like food delivery part-time or rideshare, how many hours am I going to put into it after work or before work? Whatever the case is. And so that's something that you have to decide on how to juggle yourself, because you have to like prioritize what's more important to you. And I would never tell someone to sacrifice so much time to where they're apart from their family or kids and they're missing out on very key moments of their life. You know what I mean? Also for you, like, you are an adult and, of course you need to take care of yourself. And so, and even if you don't have kids, you have family and friends and loved ones that want you around for a long time. So take care of yourself, take your vitamins, go to the doctor, get checkups, just like your car needs maintenance. You need maintenance, you know what I mean? And so don't put too much stress on your body than you have to. So that would be my suggestion, is on how to balance yourself, especially when juggling one app-based gig. But if you find yourself being overly stressed out, you might want to kind of back off of one or two or whatever, or maybe cut down your hours to where you're not all over the place and stressing yourself out. And that would be like my best answer. Hopefully that helps some of you guys that have asked me that all the time. I get asked that quite a bit. It was like, how do you balance? And that's what I do. I find which one works best for me, which one makes the most money, and that's what I focus on. And then if I want to, of course, juggle between another one, then I'll do that. But also think about gas and the travel and the distance and, just wear and tear in your car. Also think about you. But that's the best thing that's the best suggestion that I can offer. At least, hopefully, that will help some of you guys out, and you'll be able to go from there. So anyway, I'm gonna run. I'm trying to cut back on how long I've been doing my videos, and also I'm going to invest in a webcam. So when I do live videos, it'll be better quality. Not that they're bad anyway, but because of where I sit in my apartment, it's like the lighting is kind of crazy, and so I want to be able to produce better quality stuff, so without being so long. So anyway, hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, shoot me an email or leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. God bless.